So I've got a confession to make, y'all. And we've been doing it. And Squirrel Tribe and I, Michelle, for those who know her formally or informally, some rather important news to share with you guys about the future of not just my channel, but her channel or channels moving forward. And I don't even really know how to say this. But to make it easier, maybe she can help me.
Like, what are we doing?
As we have been trying to decide what we're going to do this summer. As last summer, we brought you videos from all across America, mostly the western half of the United States.
That was so much fun. And also heartbreaking at the same time.
Heartbreaking.
Seattle.
Oh, well, yeah.
The drug use and the homelessness and stuff. That, I mean...
Seattle, California, even parts of Oklahoma City.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so, man. Anyway, folks, what we're trying to do now is actually decide what summer 2023 is going to look like. And we actually went out to lunch today as part of my birthday celebration weekend. And thank you so much for everybody who has said happy birthday or happy belated birthday. I really do appreciate it. But we went out, obviously, to Taco Mac, which is a favorite coming to Atlanta because we don't have that
Absolute
in
favorite.
Florida.
Yes. Really good chicken wings, really good.
We did a quick
Tots.
search. I got the roasted wings. You got the quesadillas.
The vegetable
Quesadilla.
black bean. So good.
And we did a search, of course, Creature Comfort, Tropicalia. But we did a search and came across a website that highlighted all the different places that we could actually travel in 2023 without any jab requirements.
Or
Testing
requirements.
So that was a plus because you guys may recall that 2022, we did not actually cross over north of the border and go into Canada on our summer full-time van life family road trip where we spent 2 months living full-time in a van, except for the week that we decided to just live in Las Vegas.
Yes, that was so much fun, though.
And then we left the day before the giant flood of Las Vegas.
Can you imagine what it would have been like if we'd stayed there, but the van would have
We
been
would have lost the van.
underneath-
We
Yeah,
would have
it
lost the
We
van.
would have lost it because it was
It
in
was
the
parked
underground parking.
underneath of Palazzo.
Yeah.
We would have lost the
We would've
van.
lost the
It would have
van.
been total loss. All of our stuff would have been gone.
Yeah.
And then we were one day ahead of the dust storm coming out of Arizona.
Somebody was watching out for us.
So, so 2023, we're trying to figure out what is the summer going to look like. And it looks like we are going to be making sure our passports are ready.
Okay, cool.
But the question is, where should we go?
We have so many options that we all want between the man and myself and the kid. We all want kind of different things, but in the end, I think we all kind of want the same thing, just something new and a new experience.
Well, that's the key, experience. It's not just going somewhere, saying you're there and recording from location.
No.
It's actually an experience from when you get there, something that you can't do anywhere else. And also getting a greater sense of how our global economy works by traveling, exchanging currency and utilizing the different forms of exchange, the banking systems, and also hopefully not going anywhere that's freezing cold. Because
When I make this face, it's not because I'm whatever. It's because the wind here. So we left Florida in the mid 70s. It is now low 40s, and we're in the shade.
It was
and
32
it's windy.
degrees this morning. It felt like
32
28
this morning. And just so everybody knows, cold is relevant to the person. So it may not be cold to you if you're used to living in sub-zero temperatures, but to us, having lived in Florida for the last year, this is freaking cold.
look at this. We got hoodies, sweaters,
Yes.
We got pants on.
Yes,
Like,
and I'm still like shivery.
like what is the deal,
My
Georgia?
ears and nose.
Look, homeboy's over here playing golf with a beanie,
With a beanie on.
Like, it ain't that serious, bruh. But either way,
I would have waited a day for golf.
what do you guys think? Where should we go? Any recommendations, any suggestions? And ultimately, we're looking to possibly go almost anywhere as long as there's no requirement for the jab or testing or any of that nonsense. I'm not sticking that Q-tip up my nose. And also, have you been? Any recommendations on where we should go? Also keeping in mind that this one doesn't like to fly.
No. No. It's not that I don't like to fly. I legitimately love airplanes. I'm fascinated at the airport and I love flying. I'm just not a fan of the thought of crashing or the motion sickness that comes along with turbulence. So there's two totally different things.
But at the same time, we really do enjoy watching Kara and Nate. They are
so
other
much.
YouTube creators that travel the world. And also...
They give me anxiety, though, on some of the things that Kara is willing to do, like climb that rope between two mountains. I would have had a heart attack and died in between two mountains.
But one of the first ones we looked up was how long would it take us to actually fly from Florida to Egypt?
Way too flippin' long.
But either way, we got Egypt on the list. We've got
Canada.
Australia on the list. We got Canada
And
on the list.
Alaska.
We got, I don't think the UK is really going to be an option with the whole testing and jab
Yeah,
requirements.
the kid wants to go to London, but that one's kind of off the plate for right now.
You mentioned Turks and Caicos, but Turks and Caicos
sounds
wasn't
fun.
on the
It
list.
wasn't on the list, so we don't know if that's an actual option. Bahamas is back open, so that's cool. We were actually,
Afghanistan was an option.
hard pass. We were actually supposed to take a family cruise before C-19 hit. We were all set to go in April of 2020, and then in February, March, they were like, we're going to have to cancel this. So that sucked because we were
So
all
maybe
gonna
we
go.
can fly somewhere and take a cruise, maybe like one of those river cruises or something like that, where it's like not out of a Florida
That's
port.
called a gambling cruise in
but-
Mississippi.
No, we're not going. We're not getting on this ferry in Biloxi. We could go to like one of those like Mediterranean cruises or something that out of a port that we're nowhere near.
So my mom did like a thing. My mom's done a ton of cruises. She loves to cruise. Her and her friend, they like to fly places and cruise. And they did like a 2-week just multinational cruise one time. She's been to Alaska. She's done the whole Cayman Islands and stuff like that one also.
So
but
we
she
need
did
to-
say Alaska was the best one she's ever done.
So we need to map out, and we could go try to do the whale watching, which we tried to
Yes.
do in Oregon.
But the weather screwed us
yeah.
over on our last summer when we were going around the country.
So we need to map out an itinerary. We need to search for the best deals on travel and accommodations, but also make sure that we've got a great travel credit card to help with these costs, these business expenses at that, all write-offs for the channels, and also for getting the points and travel protection.
All right, I'm using my Amex for everything. I don't know about you, but for me, it's my look. I've said
Well,
this
we
before.
also want to have a card with great foreign transactions.
Okay, so I don't
because
know
you don't
about-
want to pay the extra cost for foreign transaction
Okay,
fees.
because I never think about that because we've never worried about that. Like when we went to Mexico, he and I have gone to Mexico a few times. We would at the Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in Atlanta. We would just swap currency. We would go to the little booth they have there and be like, "Here's our American dollars. Give us Mexican pesos or whatever it is."
But also-
and we would go. We wouldn't use credit because you're like, leave all that stuff here just to be
But
safe.
depending on where you go, they may not accept that anymore because they moved to a digital dollar and a CBDC.
No,
so these
we're
are the
not going to India. I
central
think-
bank digital currencies. These are things we got to think about.
I think India already did that. No, maybe not India. There's a couple places I know that have already moved over to a CBDC style thing. So I think Switzerland is out. Is that right? Is it Switzerland?
We just got to figure out how we're going to make the money work.
Although I do want to go to Switzerland before I die.
Either way,
Probably not when I'm 90.
comment
maybe
down
sooner.
below. Let us know. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the birthday wishes, the belated birthday wishes, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
Goodbye.
Bye.